Unfortunately, to do anything about that, I have to stop and restart the client, because if I Alt-Tab out of the client, it loses full screen mode. Which is fun. And low. June 17th, 13 o'clock. Cool. Well, the Le Mans 24 is tomorrow. Not my Le Mans 24. The actual Le Mans 24. You know what, should we put foot cam on? Do you want foot cam? Look, I've got my old webcam here. Let's slap a foot cam on. Everyone likes foot cam. Who doesn't like a bit of feet? You know? And basically it's just in case Joe turns up. It's audience retention more than anything else. Second camera. In we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm going to have to be quick. Add source. Video capture device. Add source. Add new source. Add source. Other webcam. And flip vertically. Do I want to flip it vertically or do I want to rotate it vertically? No, I don't want to flip it. I want to rotate it 180 degrees. I'm just going to have to cancel this. Stop. 9. Cancel. Oh well. Cool. Transform. Rotate 180 degrees. This is going to be a bit interesting to set up, because I don't really know where to put it. There? Maybe? But that covers the relative. Where on earth do I put this thing? How about here? What do you reckon to this? That looks good to me. Now what can I do with this? Can I... Can I crop it? Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do? could cover up the chat boxes with it. Yeah, underneath the chat would work if the relative wasn't there. The problem is, I mean, that looks the best, but the problem is that the relative is going to be covered up by it, which means you won't be able to see how I'm doing against other people. What I could do is just move everything to the left. Now let me just duplicate this scene. Scene 1440, left. Right, so scene 1440 left is going to have the same stuff as scene 1440, except that the chat is going to be on the left. And I need to manage to do this without snapping it to the top. Yeah, stop snapping. Hang on, I'm going to need to... There we go. There we go, come on. There we go. Nailed it. There we go, okay, and then the chat wants to be a little bit taller. There we go. Okay, and then we need not game capture, we need display capture. There it is. Drag that down to the bottom. Lock all the sources. Okay. How's about that? What do you reckon? That should work, right? Plus fluffy boots. Who wouldn't want a super special, awesome, ultra fluffy boots stream? Let's go to my channel, check how that looks. There we go. Cool. And behind me you can see my biggest fan. This isn't centered, is it? There we go. There we go. I should also have all my audio sources set up right at the moment. Yeah, I have had this microphone set up for a good long time now. Also, don't get cats. Just don't. Kittens are evil. Utterly evil. Oh good. That means I'm going to have to jump out and back in again. Oh, well, I'll have some taskbars then. Why has the main webcam frozen? Hello. Come back to me. No, it's frozen everywhere. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. Right, well it looks like we don't get any practice then if the webcam is going to be like that. Welcome to Loading Screens, the stream. Ooh. Ooh. What are these? I don't know. I just know that I have 7 minutes left to practice, including the time to load the sim. That's really not a good background for that logo, is it? Just tech. So please don't look at my rather embarrassing safety rating right now. That's not a thing I want you to see. But what I do want you to see is these bad boys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mmm. Hell yeah. I know how to get the viewers. Also, something about the way that the webcam's set up makes it look to me like, you know, I'm like really, really tall. And it takes a long time to get down there. And my feet are on backwards. It's all good, basically. So I may have a bit too much junk covering the screen on the left at the moment. No clue how I could drive like that. It's easy. Like, you use your feet and your arms and do the brum brum and the car goes wee. Ha ha ha, car goes brr, to keep it relevant. Nope, that guy's having a weave. So what times are people doing? 25s. That was not a safe pit exit. Yeah, I thought that might be the next thing that happened. First he spins out on his way out of his pit box. Then he rejoins through the cones. Then he spins off on turn 2. Actually, it was turn 1 he spun off on, wasn't it? He just carried on all the way into turn 2. So, I always lose safety rating in this series. And seeing as at the moment I'm trying to protect my B-class safety rating, I should really be doing a different series. But they just sound so good. And really what I should be doing is driving a Kia. Though actually I've found that in a lot of the earlier series, it's often better to drive the faster class. Because the guys in the faster class often do really dumb overtakes on the lower class guys. Oh shit. Whoa, what happened there? Absolutely nothing is what happened there. Nobody can prove otherwise. You know what I was saying about I always lose safety rating in this car? This is a really bad idea. I can't decide if that's a third or a fourth gear corner. I think it's a third gear. Oh, sorry, a third or a second gear corner. That's not the line. Okay, I think we're thoroughly practiced now. That is the practice we needed, and also I need to check if my spotter's actually turned on. Yes. Spotter is on, and I'm using the right yeah, okay. Oh, oh shit, what's going on there? That's weird. Okay, hang on. Turn that one off. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Nice spot. That won't have been helping things. Was that all you could say? This is why I need to actually keep an eye on my own stream. So the problem is I have my my main monitor overlapping my second monitor, so that so that I can see my chat over on the left there, but I can only see like the leftmost third of that monitor over there. Let's have a look at how that looked, I'm curious. Oh, messing around. Yep. So I just hadn't spotted that at all because I can't see the stream preview. Wow. Yeah, okay. You know how I was being so careful not to cover up the relative on the right? Don't think it worked. Yes, yes. Right, this session's going to end in now. There you go. Right, please, please give me a sort of over iRating me. Give me like a 2k strength of field. Because if I'm in a 2k strength of field and one person crashes out, I can still gain iRating. Excellent. Just going to open the window. Get a bit of cool air in here. I mean, I am wearing a jumper and fluffy boots. Jumper covered in cat hair. Probably the same cat who did that. Evil Mog. Evil. Grabs on and doesn't let go. Sometimes she sits there and rolls her tummy out and purrs at you, and other times she eats you. Oh, our dog does that. I am 12. Good. Nice. I like that iRating. So, survival should ensure me an iRating gain. Right, this session will only last a very small amount of time. Normally this practice session only lasts about 2 minutes. Just long enough to get everyone into the lobby. So, before the race starts, is there anything else I've fucked up in the stream settings? God, I'm slow through the... not carousel, corkscrew. You know, the other famous corner beginning with C. Like, is there anything overlapping, anything else weirdly? Cool. And that's through Restream as well, so it's not just the time it's taking for that to get to me, and then back to Twitch. It's the time it's taking to get to me, and then out to Restream, and then from Restream out to Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, that's decent. If you're wondering why there's so much of a pace difference between the car I'm in and that car, it's because that one's a different class to me. This is a multi-class race, so you'll notice at the bottom left that different cars the number of the car. So to explain the relative on the bottom right, the leftmost number is your position in your class. The second number to the left is your driver number. That doesn't change across the course of the race. The colour of that indicates what class you're in. So I am in the yellow class. The others are in the blue class, I think. Is it blue or is it pink? One or the other. Then to the right of that is your driver name. That is yellow for you, white for anyone on the same lap as you, blue for anyone you are a lap ahead of, a lap or more ahead of, and red for anyone who is a lap or more ahead of you. Then what you're not going to see is the flags at top left. So there are yellow flags, which is somebody's crashed. Blue flags, which are get out the way. The meatball flag, which means pit for repairs. Green flag, which means race is starting. White flag, which means one lap to go. Checkered flag, which obviously means end of the race. Which is inherited from oval racing rules, as far as I'm aware. But I realise that's not going to mean much because you can't see those flags because my face is there instead. Hello again. I'm driving an inadvisable car. Every time I drive the CTSV, I lose iRacing. I lose safety rating rather. I'm determined that's not going to happen today. Particularly because I really need to nurture my B licence a little bit at the moment. I only got it recently, and I'm quite near the lower boundary of it. So I really need a couple of good clean races. No, not yet. So I may post on the forums maybe after the R Factor 24, because that might get more people interested. How to do? Still 12th. Oh no, first. Second. Yep, that position's going to drop as more people. Yep. Go around. Basically, I did a fast pit exit. Thing is what it comes down to. But yeah, the only way I'm going to get better with this car is to drive it more. Yeah, 130. Okay. Some people are doing 125s. just don't seem to have the knack of this thing. I'm actually quite good with it around Tsukuba, but anywhere else, particularly... actually, I'm not sure if it's that I'm not good with the car, or if it's that I'm terrible at Laguna Seca, or if it's just a combination of the two. I always try to use too much of the curb over there, because the track limits just there are pretty vicious. Oh god, that was even worse. At least that means I can keep out of trouble on the first couple of turns, hopefully. Yeah, as I thought, people doing 25s. I suck with this car. Like, I suck so bad with this car. Yeah. No, grid position, that's what I want to sort by. Oh yeah, because yeah. Quality session, not practice session. Yeah. I suck around here. Bloody hellfire. Where am I supposed to pull 4 seconds from? I think a lot of it is in how timidly I take the corkscrew, because I'm always terrified of the back end of the car through there. Yeah, where am I losing the most time, I wonder? There's a lot of places where you do just have to pitch the car in and trust that it'll stick. And I'm not very good at pitching the car in and trusting it'll stick, at least not with this car. That doesn't quite work how you would hope. Yeah, that is how you write your timetables, isn't it? I'm not sure I like the idea of a memorial healthcare system. Yeah. So, 12th I rating. Lowest I rating in my class. Lowest qualifier in my class. Figures. It would be nice to at least take 2 seconds off my laps in order to be competitive with these guys. But looks like I'm going to be learning during the race. Come on. 50 seconds. Honestly, where do you pull 5 seconds from? 5 seconds. I can see where 2 or 3 seconds will come from, but I really don't see where 5 are from. No, well, I'm just going to drive around pretending I'm in the lower class. Yeah, if I'm not careful, the top guy in the lower class will come and eat me. But I'm only going to get better if I do more of it. Right. Step 1 of this series is survive the formation lap, which in some fields can be more difficult than it sounds. There we go, I've got the spotter on. That's good. I've got the anti-stall clutch on still. Through corkscrew, go careful, plus. Oh, plus Plus, also I swear that the central rear brake light, the upper rear brake light on this thing, I swear it's just a mirrored texture. It looks like it repeats from the middle. Oh yeah, professional sim racing chair. Hell yeah. IKEA's finest. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I find that wiggling and weaving and stomping on the brakes in the formation lap just tends to lead to crashes. So the goal here is going to be make it to the end. I would like a 0x, I don't expect a 0x. I want to gain safety rating. But knowing my luck in this series, I'll be 17x by corner 4. Oh. Yeah, see the guy behind me is going on and off the brakes to warm them up. And he nearly lunged his way into the back of me just then. Okay, here we go. Get that big butt round the turn. Here we go. Thank you. Step 1, survive turn 1. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, just let him go. Let them go, they can go cause accidents. Small love tap. Oh, I didn't want to have the run on them. No. Self-preservation first. Survive the first lap. Quite happy to come last. I'm here for a long time, not a good time. The only person I know of who kinda does it is Joe. Come on, get that booty in. Oh, don't go it. Don't go it. Yeah, he kinda does it, he doesn't do iRacing. Other than that, I'm unaware of anyone. Yeah, he did that about 2 years ago, I think. Oh no. I saw that happening. Yeah, see, this is my game plan. Is stay on the road, stay a good way behind the people having all the accidents. I'm still not sure if that's a second or a third gear corner. Really timid on the brakes. Oh, hello. Yep. Playing it safe pays off once again. Top 10. Comfortably, actually. I think I am 9th. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do you do this to me? Right. Oh fuck. Oh god, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck. There we go, we're okay. Oh come on, this thing has the turning circle of, well, the Arctic Circle. What happened there? Okay, no. I know what happened there, I've still gained places that lap. I know what happened there. What happened there was I kicked down into first too early. Yeah, I kicked into first too early, shifted the balance rearwards, and the back came round, and then I was just a passenger. I've done that a few times. Yeah. What I can't do now is get frustrated and start pushing it harder. But nobody went into the side of me. I got 4x from some guy tapping me on the way past, but car's still good. Their car's still good too, which is also important. I didn't see them pick up any damage. So yeah, what I did there was I kicked into first way too early. If I were to look at the replay. Sure, that's what I'd find. That's my fastest ever lap. I always do better in the races than in quali. Oh, free position. Maybe. Yeah, this thing responds so much to changes to gear shifts. Like, that corner back there, the second corner, the first right-hander, you have to be in second. Oh, so long as I qualify with other cars on the track, it'll be fine. Getting some of that smoothness back. It's always tempting to use the runoff there, but you can't. The track limits don't allow it. Oh, hi. Oh god. You have to be in second here for the back to pull the front into line. Right, let it drop back a little and then boot it. Don't want to do it, I'm just going to follow him through. Not sure I could do it if I did want to. It must be so much nicer taking those Kias through the corkscrew, because you'll be able to boot it as soon as you're over the ridge. Oh god, nope. Noping out of that one. Oh god. Like, if I, there was a murmur, like a year or two back of making a team with another couple of guys with Asperger's syndrome and calling it autistic tyre screeching, but I'm not really sure I would want to, I really hate autistic screeching as a phrase. Really, really hate it. So I'm not sure that I could even commandeer it like that. Oh, bye. I tried to follow his line, and it did not go well for him or me. Yeah, I'm not sure I could take that. I honestly don't know. It would really depend on who I was racing with. Because I'd want it to be relevant to more than one of us. But then again, that's the thing. I tend to try and make things interesting and relevant instead of just picking something that sounds cool. And picking something that sounds cool is just as valid a strategy. And takes a lot less mental effort. Forgotten how long this race is. Don't have time to actually look. Uh, 15 minutes left. The guy ahead's going to continue pulling away from me. Unless... okay. That was a bad entry. We're fine. Oh, I seem to remember there's a certain tree you can aim at while you're going over the corkscrew, and if you point at that, you'll be fine. So I think I'm doing it over-cautiously at the moment. The other thing is that this car actually has ABS, and I'm not leaning on it at all. I don't think I can adjust it at all. Yes, I can. I haven't been leaning on the ABS at all. Oh, bloody hell, I can stop in half the distance. Okay. That might have something to do with why I'm so slow. I've been braking as if I don't have ABS. Who knows? Probably just do them until my butt's sore. So... oh bloody hell, yeah. You can just stomp on the brakes. Why haven't I been stomping on them? I mean, oh god, because it upsets the car perhaps? Maybe that's a reason. Yeah, you can pull up about 5 miles sooner. I really like it, but there seems to be some problem with either it or Hamburg that means after about half an hour of driving, everything starts going white. I'm not in the normal OMSI, oh, I'm just loading in some textures way. It goes white and it stays white. Yeah, you really can just hold the brakes all the way down. Right, give me some slipstream. Ahead of me is really pulling away still. But can I brake at the 4 if I use the ABS? Easy, okay. So I've been misjudging this thing's braking performance all the way. Yeah, the E-Bus itself is really fun. It has that really annoying high-pitched whine in the background all the time, which is, well, really annoying. I think I'm now braking too much. Presumably realistic. Hello. Yeah, you have to brake much harder than you think. And I like it. I like that. It's really nice actually. I might try it out on Freyfoot or something to see if the texture problems that I'm having are a Hamburg thing or if they're an E-Bus thing. Yeah, see, why do I sometimes go down to second there? I know that I don't need to go to second there. Now, the guy in front of me keeps pulling ahead by a couple of seconds, and then making some mistake and falling back again, so I might actually be able to get him. Oh, he's fucked up. He is fucked up right now. Okay, so it's that tree. There is a specific tree there that you can... Oh god, I was trying to carry more speed. Didn't work, didn't work. I was hoping the camber would hold me. I'm trying out new things to see if I can pull a little bit more lap time out. But that was not a thing that I should have tried. I think the speed I was doing around that corner before was just fine. Oh no. Oh, I did the thing again. Yes, stop changing down to first that early. You can't do that. I caught it though. I feel like there's a huge amount of time to be gained or lost there because immediately following that turn there is a straightaway uphill, so if you manage to carry more speed through the turn then you should be really at an advantage all the way up the hill. There we go. That was awful braking, but at least I didn't gun it down into first too early and lock the back. Oh. Right, so which one is the safe tree? There's two trees there that might be the safe tree. I don't want to go for the wrong one and then floor it straight across the gravel. Also, my braking into the final hairpin is atrocious at the moment. Oh, somebody's in the pits. So I finally rewatched, I finally started rewatching the Star Wars prequels recently. I was actually surprised by how good Episode 1 is. Like, yes, it has problems, but it's actually a really fun and, most importantly, really Star Wars-y feeling film. Like, it really has that Star Wars feel. And I think people are appreciating a bit more after the sequel trilogy. Just... they have a lot of Star Wars things in them, but they don't really feel like Star Wars. Oh, hello. Interesting relative. I'm definitely gaining on this guy now. Just keep it smooth, don't try anything dumb. I'm talking to me rather than him. I changed too early there. If I'd had a bit of lateral load on while I was doing that, crashed? None. And spun out? One. You cannot go down into first early in this thing. The back axle says no. Oh god. Yesterday's race in this thing was a bad idea. I am actually gaining on this guy quite noticeably. Might be able to just hold third all the way up there. That might be better than gunning the gears. Yeah, I'm really gaining on this guy. How much time do I have left? Oh fuck! Fuck. As soon as I said that, I had to fucking jinx it, didn't I? Oh, it's pulling. It's pulling hard. Oh, I had to jinx it. I have to pick for this. There's too much. With 3 minutes remaining. Ah! Oh, and I haven't got fast repairs on. Come on, do the Oh no. Oh, I fucked it. I fucked it. I didn't turn fast repairs on before I got into the pits. I fucked it. On the plus side, I've got 10x left, and I've got to don't. The difference is at Le Mans I can do full stints without having any incidents. The next guy is 4 laps behind me. I think I'm going to make it. Oh, I fucked it. I'd just done a 27 as well. I'd just done a 27. I was just talking about how on earth am I going to get 3 seconds off my 30-second lap times. Yeah, no, I'm not getting out on the track again. But the next guy is 4 laps behind me. So I'm not going to lose any more positions either. Ah! Just like, look, fast repair on. The thing is, normally I turn fast repair off so that if I have to make an actual pit stop, I don't accidentally use up my fast repair when I might need it for a more serious incident later on. But that was dumb in this case, because I don't need to make any pit stops. And I may well need to do fast repairs. Did I only get 2x for that incident? Oh well. I think after this, it's time to do a series that I am more capable of keeping it on the track in. Which means that I'm gonna go do the Ford Spec races again. Because that went well yesterday. Mostly well. Nearly well. How long have we got left? 8 seconds, and then there we go. And now we've got maximum 1 minute 30 before the race actually ends. I just don't want to withdraw from the session. Now I'm going to DNF anyway, aren't I? Because unless I actually sit around here for the next 13 minutes, I'm not going to be allowed to leave the stall. Why did I turn fast repairs off? Why did I turn fast repairs off? Please tell me why I turned fast repairs off. So what did I actually do there? Because I can get out and look at the incident. So that... What happened here? I'm doing some good then. What actually happened? Yeah, you can prove how much better than me you are. What did I do? Why was I braking there? Okay, I think I know what happened. So you know what I was saying about the safety tree, and how I couldn't decide if it was this one or this one? This time I decided to see if maybe it was this one. So I aimed for this tree. And aiming for that tree is a straight line across the gravel. So the safe tree is this tree. Though actually you want to kind of aim dead between them looking at it. Like if you drew a line between the two curbs. I mean actually if you're doing a straight line between the two curbs, then this tree is the safe tree. So the fast line would actually be to come out over here, so get all the way to the right side on your braking, then straight line from from here to that tree, so you do want to aim at that tree. The problem was that I was too far right already because I'd misjudged my braking point. So if you watch my braking, you can see I dabbed on the brakes for a second time. I was way too far out. I hit the apex way too early because I had to extend my braking zone because I had braked I'd braked too late. So where did I start braking? I started braking at that line. And you know what? I probably could have braked there if I'd leant... Oh, I was so close. I probably could have braked there if I'd leant on the ABS a little more. Also, what were my throttle inputs just here? Oh, look, I was riding the throttle all the way round. You see that green bar on the left? No, I was riding the throttle all the way through there. Ah! Oh well. Got verdamped. Right, don't look at that safety rating, please. Please don't look. Please. I'm begging you. Let's go do spec races at Okayama instead. If I wait one more minute, I can join the race session. Ah, that's frustrating. Right, I said at the start, I never expect to gain safety rating or I rating in that series. I'm just bad. Can't have anything to do with the fluffy boots. Can I join the race session yet? No. One more minute then. I'm just going to go get some more water. So, what did I do wrong there? The answer is everything. I messed up my braking, which put me too far out to the right, and I still tried to follow the line that I would have followed through if I'd been on the correct line on the left. Except that that led me straight across the gravel. Then once I was on the gravel, I could have recovered it if I hadn't been dragging the throttle all the way through. So, 3 things to work on there. Brake in the right place. If you fucked it up, accept it and take a different line. And don't drag the throttle through a compression like that. Oh, I gained safety rating. Look at that. I gained 0.1 SR. Lost I rating, but I did gain safety rating. Well, that's actually a good result. All I wanted was to gain safety rating. I need to get this back above 2.0. I really, really need to get this back above 2.0. It is easier to lose safety rating in higher license classes, as a point of note. So you'll notice that like all these C class guys are on like 3 point somethings. That guy on D is on 3 point something as well. It is easier to lose safety rating in higher classes, which is sort of the point. Like, you have to get there by being a good driver, and then you have to stay a good driver to stay there. But yeah, I need to improve that, both to prove, like, to the series that I'm good enough, and to myself, because like consistency is the thing that I want the most. Driver height 7 centimeters down. I normally go for in this thing. Right. Oh shit. Cold tyres. Also a very different car to drive. That one is incredibly steady under the brakes and incredibly twitchy on the throttle. This one is the absolute opposite. It is extremely twitchy on the brakes, but it understeers out very nicely on the throttle. As in it's rock steady on the throttle. Oh, I fucked that. Hi, Wall. Nice to see you again. Oh boy, I don't have ABS anymore. Come on, stop embarrassing yourself. Nobody coming. You see a lot of Mazdas spinning off here on the first lap on cold tyres. If you see me blipping the throttle like that, it's because the gear hasn't caught. I've tried to cheese a downshift, and I've messed up the rev matching. Yeah, it's around here. Go surprisingly far out here. The problem is that that means that your braking zone for the next turn is quite heavily laterally loaded, which is not a thing this car likes. Interesting line. Let's get some slipstream off them. What gear was I using here yesterday? Come on. Here comes the fast guy. You gonna mess me up? Go on, take that run you definitely got.
You got a slow car on the left. Car on your left. Clear. Car stop on the left.
Yeah, I got to see what he's doing for a bit. What lines is this guy taking? he's keeping it right on the edge. Where's he brake? Whoa! How? How do you brake that late? Oh, nope. Ah, I tried to follow him. How do you brake that late? This thing doesn't do braking and turning. It's one or the other. I was interested to see what his line through here was, but looks like I'm not going to see that now. I mean, I could just go and watch him. But I think it's probably more important to spend more time in the car. See, what I kind of rather be doing right now is AI racing at Le Mans in Assetto Corsa, but I really need to get my safety rating up. Oh god, do not listen to the spotter when they tell you which way to go. So yeah, they basically roll it over right onto the edge of control. Why isn't my lap timer up? Check on the stream again. Why didn't I go up to third there? I know I need to go up to third there. Yeah, see, this thing, in order to keep it stable, you have to hold the throttle through all the corners. In the CTS-V, you really have to be off the throttle. Car stopped on the right. Where's the spotter gone silent again? Go left. There's a gear in there somewhere. I know you can find it. I wonder why I've got no spotter. Yep. There's a gear there. I felt like I needed to massage my ego a little more. And my safety rating. Well, I say massage my ego, and then you look at the lap times people are doing. And now I can do 49s. Ooh, hello. That was a bit of grass. See, he's holding it very tight in there. Yeah, they always do 46s in practice. Thing is, they drive so much more on the edge than I do. I drive it to keep it steady. Oh, he wasn't going for the pits. I assumed because he dived off to the right there. And because he had so much damage that he was headed for the pits. Stretch that foot. There's the spotter. Well, I'm going to use your slip then. Fortunately, these guys will almost certainly be in a much higher split than me. For obvious reasons. It was quite nice having a much lower I rating and being up against people who just couldn't keep this thing going in a straight line. That's not exactly racing, is it? Yeah, you don't need to brake into that. You've been losing probably half a second unnecessarily. So gentle when braking. It's more of a gentle braking competition than a late braking competition. Who dares to brake the least? which means they've probably seen that I'm streaming and come in and had a look and noticed me facing backwards and gone, oh no, no thanks. I feel like I owe it to any teammate, any prospective teammates, to have put in a good few hours more practice before signing up to anything with them. Yes. Come to the dark side. That's the line. That's the line. First you understeer all the way off to the outside, and then you slow it right down. Ooh, thank you, that's possibly awkward timing. I mean, this isn't the actual race. Wow. I remember that strategy. You can get the right tyres hooked into that curb. Yeah, this series is popular when it's on a free track. It is, yeah. It's because it's there are currently 4 series this week. Normally in week 1, all the free series run on a free track. So at the moment there are 4 series, all available to people who've just got the subscription and nothing else. But yeah. I mean, the thing is, sim racing in general is just really popular at the moment. Like, all the big events which have been publicising. iRacing really hasn't benefited from it that much, because everyone's been using... Was that to me? Everyone's been using RF2, F1 2019. Yeah, I don't know. But like the official Le Mans 24 tomorrow is on R Factor 2. All the virtual GPs have been on... whoop. There's a gear there. All the virtual GPs have been F1 2019. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow IndyCar or NASCAR, other than to watch the explosions over banning the Confederate flag at events. Which apparently somebody's quit over. Fine. They can do that. And the thing is, NASCAR is really popular among the kind of people who still wave around Confederate flags. So they're going to tick off a huge amount of their supporter base there. So while I fully agree with the move, I also think it's probably going to harm them quite a lot. But I think that's more important to make that move. There's a gear in that. Ooh, that's not outside track limits. All 4 wheels on the gravel. Well, actually, no, 2 wheels on the rumble strips and 2 on the gravel. Doesn't count as outside track limits. Interesting. What time is it? Okay. I'm going to... So there's 8 minutes of quali, 2 minutes of practice. This should jump me into the new session automatically. I'm going to grab... Well, actually, it won't jump me into the new session automatically. So long as I join before the race begins, it should be fine. Right. I'm gonna... Food. Yeah. I had set up my a whole bunch of hotkeys so I could transition to the next scene without having to exit iRacing or race with the bars on. But you can only jump between two scenes. So I'm going to have to transition manually, and I'm just going to have to deal with having the bars on. Oh well. Enjoy having my taskbar. Oh, I've also forgotten to turn the chat back on. There we go. Okay, I'm number 50. Too late. Guy in chat just saying I may be slow. Not qualifying it with anything, just I may be slow. Yeah, I was hoping to hold the understeer there. How many times do I have to tell myself, don't try any dumb new tricks in qualifying? Do it in the practice sessions. What was I doing through there yesterday? Was I carrying fourth? Hello. Food was good. And enjoy my taskbar. Oh god, while I enjoy this hairpin. Oh, I have lost the rhythm. Right. Come back to me, rhythm. Oh, there goes that lap. If you see me craning my neck over to the left like that, it's because I'm trying to see round my main monitor to get a look at the one behind it. Let's just try and get a good run onto the start-finish straight. Ignore those tire marks. What are people in this session doing? 47s? No 46s round here. You never know, I might actually be able to race some of these people. Useful? Really? I'm going to... Ooh, don't have time. Okay, we're starting from the back. Going to turn off notifications. Oh boy. Right. Here we go. Oh, apparently the dog is a good girl. I wonder what she did to make her a good girl. She probably didn't eat something from the bin. That's enough to constitute being a good girl. Oh, hello, everyone's gridded. Right. Oh, maybe not. What was I just looking at? Arathorpe is back. With the busway. Why do people keep using the busway? And why do people keep trying to make it drivable? It's not drivable. It just doesn't work. Please stop. Drag racing master. Right, that way. Always leave a bit more clearance than you think you need to. Also by on-track overtakes. I have made up all these positions on pace and skill alone. Just purely Mosesing it. That 9 positions in one lap. Hell yeah. The most important thing, no incident points while a lot of people were getting them. Because it's not just about how many incident points you get per turn, it's also somewhat relative to the rest of the field and the race you're in. So that's not misshifting, that's just the car getting over enthusiastic. I'm gaining on these guys.
Keep it up.
Oh, bye. What are you doing? Hold the brake, please. Please hold the brake. Thank you. Top 5. Skill alone. The amount of skill is just incomprehensible. Oh, hello. The leader just went. That's P4, I think you'll find. And this guy's looking a little sketchy. Not really gaining. 1.1, 1.0. You hear that? 4th position. Purely skill. There are no other factors involved. This is just my own pace. I'm only using 1% of my power. So next guy behind me, 4.4 seconds. That gap will probably close. Next guy ahead of me, 1.3 seconds. That gap will probably open. Well, let's get after him and see what we can do. Can I get a really good exit off of this corner? Yes, but not good enough. This guy's losing me. The guys up at the very front are fighting though. Yeah, he breaks really deep into that turn. I'm not sure it's the best strategy. We've got the slip. Give me more slipstream, slipstream, slipstream. Give me the suck, give me the suck, give me the suck, give me the suck. 1.8. Oh, he fucked that. I did as well. I was going faster than I thought. I didn't carry the overspeed properly. Give me the slip. I mean, don't give me the slip. Give me the slipstream. Oh, he's gone very, very deep. Come on, come here. Give me that slipstream. Gimme. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. I want it. I want all of it. Okay. Can't do it this way. Keep it safe and keep it close. Let him make the mistake. The lap times are climbing, they're getting flustered, they're making mistakes. Don't do that. Just stick with them. 10 laps to go, we're only halfway through. So 10 laps? 7 laps? 8 laps? Ooh! That's the world leaders. Guy? No. No. Oh, that gave me the run. That gave me the run. That gave me the run I needed. I needed that. I'm coming. Oh no. No, 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 no. Arse. I thought I had the overlap. Maybe I didn't. Right, well I'm going to go very defensive then. Oh god. Don't do it. Oh no. Oh, there's carnage. Oh no. Oh, sorry that guy. Sucks. Well, new target. Yeah, I was in fourth before. Right, well. Here we go again then. Oh, he's off. Is he slow? Or has he managed to carry the speed through that? He's slow. 1.8. 1.7. I'm not going to get him here. Especially if I do that. That brings me closer. Apparently that's not an off track. 1.6. .5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.4, 1.8. Fuck. Six. 5. I stopped where? Oh, it's number 2. Now that's a lot of damage. Oh god, it's the French car behind me again. Hello. Oh, bye. Podium. Don't do it, Thomas. Don't do it. Don't do it. I fucked it. I'm in the wrong. Oh no, 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 don't. Okay. And that guy is faster than me, I know that. I also know he crashes more than me. And he makes wilder moves than me. Five laps to go. Oh, he's going to get it done here. Fine by me. I'm not fighting with him. My fight's with number 7. Come here, Gareth. Fuck. Come here. Still apparently not an off track. Oh, that's an off track. And that. That was the line. That was the line. 0.7. Go behind me is 0.8. Please no, Ryan. Graham, leave me alone. I can see how much faster you are than me. I would rather I couldn't. Right, come here, Gareth. Come here. Don't want to do it on this side, but okay. So you're gonna... I'm gonna keep him in. Keep him in. Keep him in. You stay there. You stay right there. Got it done. Podium. There's not a podium to the end of the race. Right, now Gareth, your job is to do a better job of holding up Graham than you did holding up me. .6, he's got the slipstream. Let's try and break the toe. Hi, Graham. Alright, it's time to do my normal defensive moves. I just about be fast enough to hold him off through most of the track. Yeah. Told you I was alright in this series. It's time for my normal move of keep him just about behind enough around most of the track and then bury it down the inside on this hairpin. You should have seen the first lap. It was just Moses. '15th. I picked up 9 positions in one lap. And now I'm defending against a guy who's clearly significantly faster than me, but who is behind me. Oh fuck. Oh, that's it. That's the end. You go. Oh no. No! You! You! That was not on me. Okay, 6th it is. That's annoying. That's 10 laps of work gone. I'm back to where I was on lap 1. I'm taking a few corners differently. I've also remembered that the track limits on that turn don't exist. I'm not sure if how I'm doing it today is any better than how I was doing it yesterday.
2 laps to go.
All I can hope for now is that somebody up front takes out somebody else. '57. They're doing 47s. That was the lap with the whoop. I've been doing 49s. No. They're doing 46s, the lowest. Oh boy. Oh, I'm distracted now. My left foot is stiff. Why didn't I change up there? I'm getting distracted now. Like 7th is 5 seconds behind me. There's 1.5 laps left. And my foot's sore. I think I'll call it a day after this one. Ooh, yeah, my foot's really sore. Do it.
White flag.
This is a really fun series to race in. I really need to do something about these pedals. Possibly just mount all 3 pedals to the floor, because my right foot's not getting sore. So that probably says that my suspended pedals, while cool looking, are not what I really want to do. Or it could just be that my right foot spends more time straight because it's flat down to the floor. Yeah, there's a couple of things I want to look at after this race. There was one incident where I was fighting the guy who's currently in 8th for 4th. I was going up the inside of him. I don't know if the move wasn't on, or if he turned in on me. I may not have drawn far enough alongside, and should have backed out. I tried to stop and wait for him to correct himself, but there was too much oncoming traffic, so I couldn't. Right, so, last corner, last lap, let's spin it. Oh.
There's the flag. It's over. Nice run. Solid work.
Yep. Slippers are best race gear. Okay, so lap 1. Looks like I'll have to back it up. Oh, this is quali. There we go. So just watch this first lap. Because I started 15th. I got a good start. And then the first lap was just sort of Moses level, parting the waters. So there was an instant coming up round this corner. I was just, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. Thank you. So I think I've already made up 5 positions in the first corner there. Then that guy goes, then that guy goes, then that guy goes. And then I'm up to 6th. So, like, the position I ended up in was the position I was in after the first, like, 3 corners. Anyway, what was it? So it was lap 13? No, it's not the accelerator that's the problem, it's the brakes in this car. When you accelerate, the car's extremely stable. So was it here? No, it was the next lap. Was it? No, this must be afterwards. Yeah, that's lap 14. So the lap before? Yeah, here we go. Look at this car. I mean, I could have been out further, but he kept coming across. I think he moved into my space there. Because, like, we were alongside all the way through the corner. I was giving him room here. Because I knew that I'd fluffed the gear change. He was going to come through, so I wasn't bothering to defend. I figured I'd just let him go past and do the safer thing. I mean, I could have been further out. Yeah. What happened to that other guy I was fighting earlier? This guy. Because there was an incident in front of us. Yeah, that one, I think. Yeah. And I responded to it better than he did. So I had a huge run onto this stretch here, but obviously there's no overtaking zone through here. I want to see if this one was on me. Because I think it was. So I decided the move was on here. I didn't have much overlap. I don't know. I mean, by the time I'd committed to it, there was nothing I could do. Yeah, I think so. But you see, as soon as it happened, I just held the brake to make sure I didn't run into him a second time and fuck up both our cars. Right. I might just do one thing quickly, which is I could take this display capture and I could scale it up very slightly to eliminate the taskbar. Like that. Because then I can race with the taskbar on, which would be easier to stream. Yeah, anyway, good race. I'm going to see what my results were for that. Let's see. It's probably a bit dark in here to have the camera on. Hey. Don't dox me. I swear that the enable auto login button just doesn't do anything. Right, how have we done? How have we done? Okay, so the strength of field was actually 1570, so it must have actually been a pretty close strength of field. How'd we do? So the guy who got me had... no, hang on. Oh, he had 4 incident points, okay. So did I. Plus 0.1 SR, plus 43 IR. I'll take that. But I need to get this back above 2.0. This is just embarrassing. That's just bad. The thing is, I can't get above a B license for the time being. Reason being that none of the included content goes above C class, so I can't complete my MPR. Yeah. I'm tempted. No, I need to get my safety rating up. But I so want to race the radicals. They so rarely come around on a free track. What I should probably be doing is getting a GT3 and doing IMSA. Like, I'm not sure a GTE is the best idea for IMSA. Yeah, I can see a problem with that. So there's a 3-hour enduro on at Le Mans at the moment. See, that's what I'd like to do for a bit, is I'd like to do a couple of 3-hour Le Mans, or maybe just one 3-hour Le Mans, to do a practice for it. Yes. I'm thinking that I'll probably get the 488. Lot of A-class there. Lot of A-class. Wait, the min license is C now? Oh, okay, you can enter if you have a C 4.0. But that's basic, I mean, that is a B-class license anyway. Let's have a look at this radical race. Let's see how it's going. What a lot of C-class. Oh yeah, I really need to get my safety rating back up again. So I should not be even considering doing a radical race. But I'm curious to watch. Oh, look at those iRatings. 1,000, 900, 800. Ooh. Ooh. Those aren't great iRatings. Look at those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. I wonder if Kyle ever managed to sort out his alpha problems. Harrowthorpe seems to be back. And More Central seems to be back. Which is a surprise. That's a name that I haven't heard for some time. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so he's made the Cotterell bus station. Cool. Yep, it's just an exact replica of Cotterell bus station. Oh, apparently I can test drive them. That's promising. Oh, hello. This is the perfect camera angle. Lime Rock is hard. Yeah, what gears? Oh, it does show the gears. So he's shifting at... We're shifting low. Okay. And then... I don't think he's braking into there. I think he's just... So, are they braking? Yeah, there's a tap on the brakes. This ridge, on the fast version of this track, is terrifying. Also, that corner's flat. And that's the race. Okay. I could probably compete. If I stretch my left foot a little bit. YouTube. I just want to see if he's actually using the busway as a drivable route. Oh, the poor guy's PC. He's actually a really nice guy. It's one of the reasons why, even though his content isn't that great, I'm quite happy to take a look every now and then. Like, he just wants to mess with buses. You know? That's the kind of mentality I can get behind. Yes, it's a drivable busway. Oh dear. Yeah. Drivable busways. OMSI does not do drivable busways. If you've got force feedback turned on, I experimented with this quite a lot because I wanted to make drivable busways for Farthington originally about 5 years ago. If you've got force feedback on with a steering wheel, you can up to about 20 kph. You can bump your way along the curbs, and they'll keep your wheels in line because there's sort of a limited speed at which you can bump the curbs to keep them in line, to keep your wheels in line, rather than it hopping up onto the curbs. Yeah, not every map needs a busway. There are several features that you can use to yes, he has. There are several features you can use to recognise a Thorpe. One of them is using buildings that really aren't meant to be terraced houses as terraced houses. It used to just be the Tudor house, but now it's all sorts. Yeah, you just get streets upon streets of terraced houses. Another of them is simple streets with the really, really old texture pack from back when IMX originally converted them. Used without road markings. Another is they all have busways. They all have guided busways. God, I wish I hadn't made that guided busway spline. Much higher iRating field. What else does a Thorpe always have? They're also always mainly flat. Except for the bits where they have a really odd feeling windy countryside section. Yeah, they are also generally a bit shit. You know. But like I say, I'm kind of willing to go along with Andmore's ones just because Andmore's such a nice guy. I'll have to do some editor streams soon. There we go. Right, okay. Right, so does this thing stick in gear as much as the CTSV does? Oh god. I need to be... Need a bit more heat in the tyres before I try to do that kind of thing. I remember being about 5 seconds off the pace in this. So he taps the brakes. Lift. Oh my god, the difference in speed is enormous. Now this, I think, is flat. There we are. I think it's the 4. And yes, you do have to blip to downshift, okay. Oh, can do that with status. Hey, I did it again. They're still learning. But really, a couple of weeks. Well, no, I say that. There's always more to learn. That wheel straight. A slow car on the right. Crunched car on the right. It's hard to say because you only really find things out as you need them. There are a couple of ways you can do that. Well, there's a lot of ways you can do that. Left. Can't believe I'm holding this conversation at 120 odd miles an hour. Right. Yeah, there's a couple of ways you can do that. One is you can do them the way that Reese does it, which is to build the entire map in Blender, using Google Earth data as a reference, and then building your junctions on that in Blender. So the whole thing is just custom. The next way you can do it is by just making your junctions in Blender straight up. Yeah, the entire map is custom junctions. People get very excited about they're going to use all these buildings that come with London in their maps. I don't think they are, because I think he's built them into the junctions. I don't know, but I think he has. God, this is fast. I wonder how this compares to... Oh, I keep doing that. This corner tightens. Every lap. And this is why I'm not going to enter a P2 anymore. Yeah, sorry. Third way is just lay them out in the OMSI editor using splines, and then what you do is you carve it in the OMSI editor using invis splines, and then to make traffic light, you can't make things give way using splines. So what you have to do then is you have to then go into the crossing editor and remake all those invisible splines in the crossing editor to make the traffic work. Or if you're doing a traffic light junction, you can use ample spleens. Yeah, junctions. This is why you don't see many maps with custom junctions. Junctions take a long time, and this is also why, in my own simulator, my own dream ideal simulator, which I hope to start work on at some point in the coming year, junction editing is one of the main things I want to make simpler. So you need to use as much of the left side as you can. Oh my god. My brain can't keep up. Making it easier to make custom junctions is thing number one that I want to get right. Oh, he had a big old wiggle there. I should be staying out a lot more in the first half of that corner. Hello. Bye. Hold the brake. Thank you. Hello. Do you mean build the building into a junction? You can do that. I've done that with my Farthington Park and Ride because I didn't want it showing up in every single map. So the Park and Ride building is a part of the junction it sits on. Okay, you can really eat that curb. Oh, you can't eat that one. Oh god, I'm P19 now. Bet the fast one was 43s. Oh no, 45s. I'm doing 46s. Hell yeah, I'm fast. I still haven't died yet. Actually, that's a point. Have I died once this session? I've gone off here a couple of times, but have I actually spun it out yet? Not sure I'm ready to fight people, but it's going to be really good. Car stopped on the left, go right. Yeah. Yes, though that's obviously subjective. Because obviously it's going to look really pretty, but if your criteria for the best map in OMSI is performs great, then you're going to have a bad time. Though you're going to have a bad time with any map other than Grundorf if that's your criteria for a map in OMSI. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, I love how you can snap it from side to side. Maybe I should go in prototype. You. Oh, I should not have held the throttle there. I was being brave. It was a bad idea. Come here. Come here. God, this is fun. Oh no! I followed him. I followed him. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh god. Everything is not fine. That's the first spin out. Oh boy. Right. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this race, because my feet are sore. But it's nice to know that I can actually keep up. I mean, actually with my iRacing I might be... So what are the divisions of the people here? So I'm in Group 2. So I'm Division 4, 7, 8, 3, yeah. Oh boy. Right. So I don't think I'm ready to do a race with this just yet. But oh boy, that's fun. I might need to do a couple more races in the Mazdas or the Spec Racer to build up a bit more safety rating first. But I think right now isn't the time. Because I'm pooped. So I think that's probably a good time to call it time. Because I've been streaming for how many hours? Several. Yeah. Right. I think I am going to call it a day. Or at least call it an hour. Like, maybe I'll come back in an hour's time and decide that actually I really want to do that race. But right now I need a break. So I'll be back in a bit. Bye bye.